The bogeyman's on his way. What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Don't forget to hit the like, share, subscribe buttons, and definitely leave a comment in the comment section down below. What have we got today? John Wick 4 is heading to cinemas early next year. I believe it's March, for another installment of the titular character, the assassin. The assassin who's just looking for peace and can't seem to find it because every man and his dog wants to try and kill him. So I found an article describing what Lawrence Fishburne thought of the fourth installment. But before we go ahead and look into that, I just want to give testament to the commitment and drive. It's like a never-ending quest for attention to detail and just wanting to give the fans the most authentic version of these movies that he could possibly give. And all credit to Keanu Reeves, because the amount of training that this guy goes through is unreal compared to some of the whiny set that live in Hollywood that can't even be bothered to get in shape or start crying when someone says, do you know what, you're a little bit chubby, love, you need to drop a few pounds, or you need to do some press-ups, or you need to do a little bit of training to get into your role. But no, Keanu Reeves just goes out of his way. Now in the first movie, one of the characters described John as a man of focus, commitment and sheer will.
John is a man of focus, commitment and sheer will.
And I don't think anything else could best mirror the way that Keanu Reeves goes about preparing for his role. So what the hell am I talking about? Basically, Keanu Reeves, right, he's trained in judo, he's trained in Japanese jiu-jitsu, he's trained in Brazilian jiu-jitsu, and by all accounts he's pretty proficient in all three. He's so proficient at judo that the World Judo Organization, or whichever body it was, gave him an honorary black belt in judo just based on his performance alone in the John Wick movies. Like, who does that shit? I don't know. And then let's move on to the likes of his weapons training. Just so it looks good when he's reloading his gun, or holding his gun, or using weapons. He went to a guy called Taran Butler, who runs Taran Tactical, and they are, let's say, weapons proficiency experts and trainers in all things firearms. And he trained under him. He also trained with an ex-Savvy Nail. What the fuck? He also trained with a guy called Sean Ryan, who was an ex-Savvy... he's not a Savvy Nail. He's an ex-Navy SEAL. I know by the time we got to John Wick 2 that he started to undertake gun training, and he already did a little bit of martial arts. I think for John Wick 2 he trained for something like 4 months, 5 days a week, 8 hours a day, just to get into that role and to make it authentic. That was gun training, martial arts training, stunt training. I mean, how many people... There's probably only Tom Cruise that I could say off the top of my head that I know that does somewhere even near that kind of shit. I mean, even the fact that he does that to make the movies better and better and better. If you look at the box office takings for the first one, it was something like $88 million worldwide. The second one was roughly $170 million box office takings. Then by the time we got to episode 3, chapter 3 rather, it was just over $300 million. So the movies are getting better and better and better. The fan base is going up and up and up. His training is obviously just a rolling thing. Who knows what the next one's going to bring? 500 million, 600 million? I think it's going to be an absolute smash hit of next year. Like I say, I think it's out in March next year, and I cannot wait. I cannot wait to go and see it. I'm absolutely pumped for it. I just want to show you something that one of his co-stars, Rina Sawayama, right? She was training with 57 years old. I think he's 58 now. His birthday was in September. Training with a 57-year-old Keanu Reeves, Rina Sawayama. I'm just going to read what's down here that she said about training. Keanu just has such an ordinariness about him. He's really down to earth. He's someone who is chilled and lovely, just great to hang out with, like he's a family member. My favourite memory is looking over to him while we were both training in the gym and being like, fuck. Training was just so brutal. I loved sharing that moment with him. We were both like, this is horrible, but I can't compare to what he's done. He's in the whole movie and I'm in a portion of the movie. I don't know how he does it. He does all his own stunts. He's 58-year-old and he's jumping about and racing on motorbikes and having sword fights and fucking punching people in the face and getting shot. And I want to be like him when I grow up. But let's get to this article because I want to hear what Lawrence Fishburne is back in John Wick 4. I'm pretty sure we saw what we thought was his demise in Chapter 3, but apparently he's back. So, one John Wick Chapter 4 co-star thinks the next entry is the best one yet. And I can pretty much believe that it's going to. So if you're a fan of the John Wick franchise, you probably don't need to be hyped up about John Wick Chapter 4 all that much. The 3 previous installments have upped the action game each time, giving John Wick some of the most incredible fight sequences of any modern franchise. Still, it's hard not to get excited to hear Lawrence Fishburne call the next entry in the Keanu Reeves-led movies the best one. Speaking with Variety, Fishburne says that when he read the script, he felt the 4th John Wick was the best movie in the series so far. Specifically, he calls out some early set pieces in the story that apparently blew him away, as well as some brand new characters that John Wick Chapter 4 will introduce. Number 4 is going to be, honestly, when I read it, I was like, this is the best one on the page. It just was. From the way that it opens, there are like 3 or 4 really incredible set pieces that are just like, whoa. There are new characters, one in particular that's so much fun. Well, actually 3 are crazy fun. And yeah, you know, I got to be in it again. I come back from the dead. That's from Lawrence Fishburne in the flesh. As far as incredible set pieces go, that's exactly what John Wick movies are known for, so fans will certainly expect some incredible action. At the same time, reading about what is supposed to happen during these action sequences is one thing, actually bringing them to life will be something else. Still, with action movie expert Chad Stahelski returning to direct the new movie, there is no reason not to expect that the action in the next film won't live up to the expectations. Hearing Lawrence Fishburne say that John Wick Chapter 4 is the best one yet, based solely on the script, is actually really good news because the next entry will be the first in the series that has a script not written by Derek Kolstad. As such, there was the possibility that the next movie could be a drastic departure from what came before, but it certainly sounds like fans can rest easy. Thus ends the article. That's pretty much all I've got to say for today, really. I just think it's going to be absolutely phenomenal. Hang on, I'm just going to flick over to who's actually in it, in case you missed. I just go on IMDb here. You've got Keanu Reeves, Donnie Yen's in it, for God's sake. Lawrence Fishburne's back in it. Bill Skarsgård, Hiroyuki Sanada. The last time I saw him, he was in Bullet Train. He's been in all sorts, so excellent for that. Shamia Anderson, Rina Sawayama, Lance Reddick's back in it, nice one. Scott Adkins, Ian McShane, Sally Tenner, just a wealth. Clancy Brown's there. So, how excited are you for John Wick 4? Return of the Baba Yaga, or whatever they're going to call it. I can't wait. March next year. Be there or be square. Please let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye now.